What's going on, YouTube? The day is finally here. I'm going to talk about water bags. Now, there's a lot of videos on YouTube about water bags, so there's not a whole lot that I can add as far as, the size and the weight and whatever else. The one thing that I don't see in water bag videos is the four-sided inserts that came with the older bags. Now, they did come with two inserts. They came with a 9-inch and a 6-inch, and they're four-sided. Now, by four-sided, I mean that the insert is the front and the back and the left and the right side. Nowadays, and for a while now, they've been shipping with only the two-sided insert, which is the left and the right side, which I think does the bag an injustice, because these things, for me, they were just meant for four-sided inserts. Now, there are two large. There's a chestnut large and this really beautiful tobacco large, and then I've got this little guy right here. This is a medium, and this particular one has the 6-inch insert, which is right here. You can't see it, but I'll open up the bag. But it's hard. It's the pigskin. Oh, that's my dog. And then this one, of course, has the 9-inch, and that one also has the 9-inch. And you can see these in chestnut. This one back here was bought, I think, in 2014, and this one was early 2015. This one has like a shine or a sheen on it. And this one has a little bit more of a matte finish on it. Still beautiful leather, but definitely a little bit different finish on both of these guys. And hi, Chanel. That's my dog. So the tobacco one always generated a lot of interest when I was on Facebook. I actually got this one for a really good price. So this is a large in the old suede-like tobacco that seems to be desirable, and it does have the 9-inch insert. And this one, believe it or not, I paid $675 for it, which is just a phenomenal bargain, with the understanding that if I ever sold this bag, I would have to give the seller first chance to buy it back from me at the exact same price. So that's something that he would not sell it to me unless I agreed to that, which I did. But I will never sell it. This is hard to come by, especially nowadays. And let me open up these things so you can see the inserts. Like I said, there's a lot of videos about these water bags, and I know they generate a lot of interest. But one thing missing from most videos is the insert. Now, as far as travel goes, I've actually traveled with all three of these, but only on road trips. I wouldn't dare walk through an airport with one of these things because they get extremely heavy. These large ones, you can pack it fairly, well, I'm not going to say light, but you can just put a few things in there and you think, oh, okay, well, I can fit a little bit more in there, but it's already at 40 pounds, and then you can push 50 plus pounds in these things before you know it. And then when you go to pick it up, you're like, oh crap, that's heavy. So yeah, I would never ever go through an airport with those. And this one either. This little guy holds a lot of stuff. You just don't realize it till you start packing with it. But on road trips, yeah, I'd definitely take these things. And they generate a lot of interest when they're on when the guy comes out to the car to get all the luggage and puts it on that cart, and then you go up to check in. Get a lot of compliments, a lot of inquiries, especially about this one. People want to know, where did you get that? Who makes it? And, people are people. Everybody says, how much did that cost? How much did that cost? So I don't have a problem telling people what these things cost. Well, that one was $820. This one was $675. Again, a bargain. And this one was $720, I think, at the time. But anyway, let me open this guy up. And I stuff mine with pillows, just to give them a little bit of a structure. But the insert itself definitely gives the bag structure. And you can see right here, that's what I'm talking about, four-sided insert. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this is the hard pigskin, and it's, I don't know if it's like a piece of plastic that's stuck in there, sandwiched in there, or what, but it's definitely rigid and gives the bag a lot of structure. There's a really, really good shot of it. I like it. Some people don't like them because they say you can fit more things in there without the insert, but you can fit plenty in here. And like I said, it will definitely get heavy to the point where you will regret it once you start carrying it. But that's the this is the 6-inch 4-sided insert. And like I said, it gives the bag so much structure, and I think it's actually easier to pack stuff in there because it doesn't bulge out the sides. And for me, one of the reasons I like these bags is because of the way they look. Let's be honest. So I think it looks so much better with the insert in than without. So that is that's the medium. And let's move on to this guy right here. I wish you guys could see this in person because this tobacco is just stunning. It's just unreal. I couldn't believe when it came up for sale on the page. I bought it about 1.8 seconds after it posted. Just because I knew it was going to last 2 seconds. And for $6.75, that's just a real bargain. And this is just the beautiful, beautiful tobacco. Here's trying to make the camera get a good color contrast here. Anyway, let me take these pillows out. And this one, of course, has a light colored pigskin. Let's see here. There's a pair of socks left over from the trip. And there's some dog hair on there. I have a dog. But you can see, so this is the 9-inch insert. So you can see how much higher that is. Obviously 3 inches higher than the medium. And there's the handle. And this gives these larger ones a lot of structure, especially the 9-inch, because they are so tall. And this inside is just, God, this tobacco is just unreal. I like just setting this thing out in the living room and just looking at it. You can kind of see the suede texture on there a little bit. And the fragrance that comes off this thing is really something. Now, one thing about the inserts, though, that some people complain about or have an observation of, you can see a little bit of a line right there, right along there, and that's where the insert ends. So yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a line there because it's a wear point. And one thing that some people worry about too is the corners, although there's really no evidence of wear here on the corners. Now, if you use this thing constantly, like every day or once a week for a year, then yeah, it's going to be a little bit more pronounced on there. But it is and without the insert without the 4-sided insert, which doesn't include the front and the back, the bag just collapses on its own, which is no big deal. You can see how floppy this one is. It collapses inside itself. But they are, I don't know what the weight is on these things. They're heavy. Even when they're empty, they're heavy. So whenever I pack them, about all I can stand is taking it from the house to the trunk of the car or to the shuttle or whatever we're getting on. They are a lot of fun to travel with. Like I said, you will get a lot of people stopping you, asking you about it, all kinds of questions. And like I said, everybody knows what size they are and how tall they are and all that good stuff. It's just the 4-sided insert is something that's missing from a lot of reviews. And you can see right there how much of a structure it's giving to the water bag. So if you guys have any questions about these water bags or want to see some different kind of video, then let me know. And as of right now, my channel is new. It's only about a week or so old. I don't have any complaints yet about the handheld camera. I have a camcorder, that's what they're still calling them these days, and it's pretty good quality. But I'm using my, I don't know what this is, a Samsung something or another phone. And I don't have a tripod or anything to put this on, so hopefully you guys aren't getting seasick or what's it called, motion sickness, because of these videos. Anyway, thanks for watching, and the next video will be this wall of, they're called Saddleback Leather Classic Backpacks, affectionately known as tanks, and they are, well, battery's low. Anyway, they're called tanks because they're built like tanks and they weigh about what a tank does. They are unreal. Anyway, I've got the older ones and this newer one right there in tobacco, one of my favorite colors. All right, thanks for watching, YouTube. Bye.